We are recording. When y'all rise, enemies be scattered, devil hate must flee. When y'all rise, enemies be scattered. And then that hater must flee. When y'all rise, enemies be scattered. And then that hater must flee. When y'all rise, enemies be scattered. And then that hater must flee. Let y'all rise. Let y'all rise. Let y'all rise. Let y'all rise. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you. Let y'all rise. Enemies be scattered. And then that hater must flee. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, Yeshua. Blessed be his name, for he is worthy to be praised. Worthy is the Lamb. Worthy is the Lamb of Yah. 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 Let y'all rise, enemies be scattered. And then a hater must flee. Let y'all rise, enemies be scattered. And then a hater must flee. Let y'all rise, enemies be scattered. And then a hater must flee. This is the day that Yah has made. We will rejoice and be glad in this day. This is the day that Yah has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that Yah has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. We will bless this name, for he is worthy to be praised. We will seek his face today on Shabbat, on Yom Shishi to Yom Shabbat, Yom Shishi, Yom Shabbat. We will bless him, for he is worthy on the end of day 6, beginning on day 7, we praise his name, for he is worthy. He gave man the breath of life and made him living soul. This day he had. He gave man the breath of life and made him living soul. Then Yahuwah gave Yahushua the Mashiach, gave Yahushua the Mashiach to be atonement for our souls. So we will praise him today. Let us stand as we blow the shofar. Minister Fabien, he blow the shofar for us so we may bless y'all in this time now. We thank you. Hallelujah. Let's pray, Yeshua. We thank you for your goodness and your mercy. We thank you for Shabbat again, Yeshua. We thank you for the mind that had the mind to come to worship you, Yah. We thank you for the mindset. You don't give this mind to everybody, Yeshua. You don't give us every mind to be at the mind of the Mashiach. Let this mind be in you. The mind of Mashiach. The mind of Mashiach was always to please Yahuwah, his Abba. And we want to do the same thing today, Yeshua. We want to come back right here to please our Abba, Yahuwah, just like the Mashiach have done. To bless your name's sake, Yeshua. To bless you, we have the mindset to please you, Yah. We have the heart of Yah. We have the soul of Yah. Oh, Yeshua, we thank you right now, Yah, as we are in your presence today, Yahuwah. Bless everyone in the sound of my voice. Bless the ones that are coming right now that have a mindset to be in the house of Yah. We ask you right now, bless Elder King. I know he's on the way. I have not heard from him on the phone, so I know he's on the way. I ask, pray to have your hands upon Elder Ishmael if he's on the way. And I pray for Sister Bleacher that's being read in Yahuwah. I ask you to continue to deal with her, Yeshua. And I thank you for everybody that's here, the sound of my voice that made it in. Brother Pedro, I'm praying for him, not heard from him, Yeshua. Or anybody else that seeks to be in the house of Yah, desires to come to your presence right now. Give him travel mercy. Your brother Fabian said he had a visit that's supposed to come today. I pray that you stir him up, Yeshua. It's still time that he can be in the house of Yah. Make it a way that he may come. If there's anything else he should be not doing, Yahuwah, I'm asking you right there, stop it in the path, right there, confuse him right now, Yeshua. Stop him right now, Yahweh. His eyes and his heart will turn back to you, Yeshua. Yes, right. Give him another chance to make it right with you, Yah. Oh, Yah, we thank you for you have created the fish of the seas, the fowls, the air, the beasts, the field. You created every creeping thing on the earth. You gave the seed meat for man. You gave the vine for drink for man, Yeshua. You made the sun, the moon, the stars, Yeshua. You created man in your own image. You gave him the breath of life, made a living soul. You made women from man, from the rib, Yeshua. You did all these things, Yeshua, on 6 days, Yeshua. But on the 7th day, Yeshua, you rested, Yah. You rested and you sanctified and you blessed it forevermore, Yeshua. And you gave it to Yesharel. You gave it to Yesharel and commanded them to worship on this day, Yahushua. When we worship on Shabbat, we know that you sanctified us, Yeshua. For it's a covenant that you made with your people to know that you sanctified us, Yahuwah. We thank you for sanctifying us through the name, Yeshua, through your son, Yeshua. We thank you. And we know you have sanctified us to the blood. You know we gave you the atonement. And we thank you that you sup with your people today, Yeshua, on Shabbat day. We thank you for your communion today, Yeshua, with us today through the rock of death, Yeshua. We thank you for visiting us today, Lord. We ask you right now again, Yahushua, if there's any unclean in us, uncleanness on us, we ask you to forgive us anything we evil that we have done, Yeshua, before you, Yah. As we come to your presence day, we ask you to wash us with the blood of Yeshua. We put it on the table right now and give it back to you, Yah. That you may cleanse us, Yahuwah, and you may visit us, Yeshua. We thank you, Yahuwah's name. Let's say all the prayer together. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Our may be seated in the house of Yah. I welcome everybody again to El Bethel Saturday Church. TV Land, I welcome you to El Bethel Saturday Church. I am Bishop Ronald K. Harrison Jr. I welcome to the house of Yah. It is another great day, another beginning of the Shabbat day. It's another great day to be in this house. And I'm thankful that we had the mindset. And no matter what we're doing, we have a great week, rough week. The end of Yom Shishi, and we desire to be in the house of Yah. Everybody else, they're even them flown, and they spending their money everywhere they can. But they continue to do sin. We want to stop, and we want to recognize Yahuwah today. We want to give him praise, honor, and glory where he's well to be praised on this day. For he has blessed to sanctify this day. We want to come with a mindset to say, Yahuwah, thank you. We want to give Yahuwah praises where he's due. So again, it's an honor to be back in the house of Yah one more time. You know what I'm saying? We could be gone. We could be in the ground. It could be over for us. Because anybody's on the ground is cease for living, cease for the wisdom of knowledge, cease for everything that he knows is gone. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing in the ground. There's no living when it's in the ground. But now you got the breath of life, you need to give him praise. You got the breath of life, you need to give him honor and glory, what is well due. Why you have the breath of life. All the people have the breath of life not even giving him praise. They give him everything to praise. They give him everything else praise. They're idle. Everything that's not giving praise to Yah is an idol. And they give all their praises to the Satan himself, Satan, the adversary, the ones against Yah. And they give all things to him. If you're not here on a Shabbat day, you're not making your effort and your mindset to be on Shabbat day, your praises and honor going to some other devil, some other idol that's not of Yah. But again, I thank y'all just to be here again. We're here again, I say, on 118 Cheney Avenue. I give you the address if you want to send any letters, if you want to send any offerings. You want to send your offerings to the house of Yah, that's the address. You make it out to Bethel Saturday Church. If you're writing a check, you're writing out a money order, anything like that. The phone number at Bethel is 910-388-5295. My phone number, the bishop phone number is 910-381-3056. I'll give you the phone numbers if you have any problems with the times in the service. And like I said, the times of the service, we are at the beginning of Shabbat, or Yom Shishi, beginning of Shabbat, starting at 7. That's where we at today. We got Shabbat tomorrow at 11:30. Then we got on Yom Revi, we have Yahuwah study instruction of Torah, starting at 7 o'clock. And those are the times of the service. And we like to say, with desires, and we said, hey, if you want to come, you are welcome to worship with us. Because we sure do give y'all the praise. We sure do stay in the Darby ring. So I give you the phone numbers, I give you the time. The creed of the Baptists of Ephesians 4:5. We believe in one Yah, one faith, one baptism. Like I said, we talked about the Trinity on Yom Revi. We talked about we want to believe in one Yah. We do not talk about the Trinity because the Trinity is no such thing. We don't talk about it. We don't speak it, but we do speak the Godhead, the Yahhead of the Scriptures. Like I said, and like y'all told me during this Yakadim, the Jews, they didn't believe in that. They only believe in one Yah. If they did, then they said it's another God. So it's only we are monotheistic, means we only believe in one Yah. We believe in one faith, the death, burial, resurrection, Yeshua, the Mashiach, and one baptism. Baptism is the way you be born into the kingdom of Yah. He's born of the water and born of the rock. That's the only way you can get into the kingdom of Yahuwah. And Yahusha said that because Nicodemus came to Yahusha. He didn't say, and Yahusha said to Nicodemus, must be born again. And Nicodemus talking about, I have to go in my mother's womb again? He said, Yahusha says, you start ignorant, man. You said, you're a teacher. You should know these things. He said, what is flesh, and what is rock. This is a rock. This is still spiritual. You got to get your spiritual birth. We already been born natural already through our mother. And that's it. There's no more of that natural. Now you got to get your spiritual birth, your rock birth through Yahusha, to Yah. And that's only through Yahusha by being born again of the water. When you be born again, that's your spiritual birth. So we speak one baptism, one faith, and one Yah. In Ephesians chapter 2, verse 20, our foundation is built upon the apostles and the prophet, Yahushua, the Mashiach, chief cornerstone. We have one foundation that we stand upon. That is Yeshua. He is the chief cornerstone. He is the foundation with no other man built. He is the sure foundation. The sure foundation, Yahushua. You build anything on any other ground, you're on sinking ground. And when the wind comes, it's going to blow you down. You will not be able to stand. So we stand on Yeshua tonight. We stand on Him tonight. And that's the only thing we stand on is on Yahuwah. And that's the only thing I believe in. It's the only thing I agree. You come in other darkness, you are cursed, you are a liar. I'm going to tell you, get away from me. Or I'm going to be, like it said, Nehemiah says, I'm forced to use my hands on you. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you come with anything up in here, you won't even be able to come up here like that. Anyway, we'll shut you down with the rock of dish, with the Darby ring. That's one thing we'll shut you down. But in here we speak the Darby ring, like I said, out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, let every word be established, and we stick with the apostles and the prophets and Yahushua the Mashiach. That's one of the ones, like I said, we stick with. But again, I give y'all the praise, give y'all the glory. I'm pass this mic. I want everybody here to give y'all the praise.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All praises. Shalom to everybody.
Shalom.
I just want to give y'all the praise for being here on this earth.
Yes.
And that's a praise in itself because He didn't have to do it. He's almighty, all powerful, but He's loving, compassionate, and He's sovereign, but He's mostly loving to give us another chance to come to this day to give Him praise because He's worthy. I can't express it enough how good it is to be in the house, to be on His earth. The earth and the fullness thereof is His, and the joy in being in His goodness, to be in the right standing, to be in the right way, in the right will of Him. And you have nothing to worry about. Just living my days to the abundant life that's promised through Yahushua by His blood, the abundant life, and that's what I'm living, and that's what I'm walking in to this day. So I say hallelujah, all praises.
Shabbat shalom. All praise to Yah,
Praises.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Glad to be amongst brothers and sisters in the Word and walking in truth and sincerity. And pray that we have a Barak start of the Shabbat and the Word go out and the Spirit go out and we have a Barak Shabbat. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. All right. Awesome. Again, I thank y'all. One more time, give them praise. I'm going to let you go, sister. See what you got.
I was wondering there for a second if you forgot about me.
No.
Today, the weather was decent. It wasn't too cold. Just things are going good. Working on schoolwork. And I'll do Isaiah 66 is my number one for Shabbat scripture, starting at 21. And I will also take with them for priests and for Levites, as Elohim. For as the new heavens and the new earth which I will make shall remain before me, saith Elohim. So shall your seed and your name remain. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Shabbat to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith Elohim. And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of men that have transgressed against me. For their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be an abhorrence unto all flesh.
Wow, awesome. Again, that's a scripture. It's a good scripture to be used on that scripture because it's letting you know on the millennium there will be Shabbat. So if you're not keeping Shabbat right now, TV land, you're wrong. I know if you say that you make it to the new millennium with the Mashiach, then you will be keeping Shabbat. So I'm asking you again, why are you not keeping Shabbat now? If you know you're going to keep Shabbat in an afterlife, huh? And I understand that you want to keep on going on Sunday and ignore the Shabbat. I ain't saying nothing wrong going on Sunday because I go on Sunday to sit in and hear the man of Yah speak. But I make priority first, Shabbat. And now if I go on Sunday and not keep Shabbat, I am wrong. I'm in sin. That means how I'm in sin is I'm being totally disobedient to Yahuwah. If you're being totally disobedient to Yahuwah, you are in sin. Point blank. If you don't obey Yah's word, that's saying there's witchcraft. That's saying there's idling. Now that's what Yah said. If you don't obey my word, that's the same there's witchcraft and in the form of idol. So again, I am thankful to be here on Shabbat day. And my testimony is I thank y'all again. I just come off my 7-day fast consecration and y'all just restored my soul, restored my mind, restored my body. And he just restored me. I was telling Brother Fabian, man, it's just like I'm a warrior, man. And like I've been going through now. I got my armor and stuff shining. Got my sword up there with sharpened and stuff. I got my shield. I got my helmet. I'm ready to fight battles now. I'm ready to go to war. Even though I was holding on because I had my surgery and I was coming back from Kush and I had my surgery and I was kind of hurt and wounded. You know, I couldn't really do anything, but y'all had me protected. Then you won't let no harm come to me. Now, but y'all open the doors where I can fast. Boy, I started fasting, and then I did my 3-day fast, and y'all already gave me an answer about my 3-day fast. And I told y'all on a 7-day fast, you open the doors where I could do 7 days for consecration because you already knew I wanted to do that when I came back from Africa, but I couldn't. But y'all open the doors where I can do my 7 days to cleanse my soul, to cleanse my mind, and get my body cleansed before y'all. Let the blood of Yeshua just cover me all over and wash me like David says. My secret faults, my presumptuous sins created me a clean heart, y'all. That's what I asked for. And that's what Yahuwah did for me. Now I'm coming out fighting. I'm coming out like a warrior. Say I got Satan running on his heels. Satan don't know what to do now because I'm back. I'm ready to tear his hands up. So I'm excited about what y'all doing in the Bethel Saturday Church. I think what y'all were doing, the man of y'all and the women of y'all over in Bethel, that we're going to do great things for Kush and for Burundi, but Jabora. I'm thankful for things like that. I'm thankful for things that we are about to do, you know what I'm saying, for this house, and just be preparing for Bethel, for more people to come in and get us stronger. And most of all, I thank y'all that we are preparing our souls before the coming of Yahushua, the Mashiach, preparing for this return. And that's what we preach here, that's what we live, that's how we live our life here for every moment. Because like I said, Yahushua's coming like a thief in the night. No man know when the day are, when Yah is coming, so we have to prepare our house. So we won't let the thief come and break in. When he breaks in, we be ready for him. So we are thanking for that. We're ready for the bridegroom to come. But we are his bride, the bridegroom. So we're gonna be the wise one. We got our lamps trimmed, ready, burning. We got our oil in our lamps. And we are not lacked out with any oil in us. And we are thankful that the oil is in us, and we already got it. And I'm just thankful that our lamps are just trimmed. You know what I'm saying? And we like I said, we're the 5 wise virgins ready for the bridegroom to come. And we are thankful for that. Like I said, Elder King in the house, welcome, sir. Shalom.
Shalom.
Boy, got that Yahusha shirt on with that blue with the coat. I like that. I like that style, yo. The Yahusha shirt wearing. Well, like I said, I am thankful that y'all has strengthened my bones today, has strengthened my mind since I came off the 7-day fast. And I'm just decided I had my claim thing to the VA. They had my board meeting where the doctor checked my legs and my ankles and like I said, everything else on my body to see if I am hurting. Y'all opened the doors for that where the paperwork went through. Then now they've seen it. Now I'm just waiting for my reply to come back. But how Yahuwah did it today, that I was straight in pain. It's like I wasn't lying or nothing, but the person they gave me, he gave me favor where this man was writing everything up. Right there while I was with him, he was writing everything up about my knees, about my ankles, about my asthma on my face, and everything else. So I thank Yahuwah for giving me favor because I pray that's one of my things I was fasting for ask y'all to open doors on that about the pains that it caused me 25 years ago on the ship. That they need to pay me for that they tried not to pay. They tried to say I just didn't hurt myself. It's something saying that it doesn't really exist. Or they were just trying for me to die out. So I die or not even have a mouth so they won't have to pay nothing. But I thank y'all for all these times that now they had a chance to hear my mouth and see the situation I was in, see the pain I went through, see the surgery I had. To just to do something with my knee to try to get my knee to a better state that is in it right now. But like I said, Yahuwah is doing great things for Bethel Saturday Church. I believe that we're going to do a lot more than what we're doing now. I think that the house will start getting bigger. People will get to understand the knowledge of the Shabbat. And they want to be saved. They want to be prepared themselves before Yahushua when he comes, and that's the whole deal. We're here to teach that because, like I said, Yahushua coming back for a people. Now, if you ain't ready, you know what I'm saying, you said you was ready, he going to leave you with the unbelievers. You know, because you're supposed to redeem. You redeemed by his blood. And he spent all this time to bring you home, and you looking dirty, stinking, rotten, full of sin, full of worms, bugs, creeping things. He's going to leave you right here because you're nasty. But y'all said, you know what I'm saying, y'all waiting for you to turn from your wicked ways. Y'all waiting for you to repent. And y'all ready for you to get on the back, you know, the bandwagon and do what's right. All right, we got our speaker tonight is Minister Fabien. He's coming tonight on the beginning of Shabbat.
Man, we told you it was brother King.
I say, Elder Keita, you want to speak anything? I'm giving this microphone. Let us say something to the people, the TV and to the people. Y'all. Go ahead and bless them real quick. Just straight hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Elder King was saying, I had to let him get that hallelujah. You know, that elder, I just love my elder. I thank him for his faith. I thank him for his, coming back and forth and trying to get to the house of y'all the best way he can. And no matter what, he gets here, that's all that counts. We got to say in this house, I don't keep you late long. You get 5 minutes, and after the service, as long as you made it, that counts. That is attendance. You know, so that means you strive to make it to the house of y'all. And that's what y'all want. You just strive no matter what. But this house should be full on Shabbat day. Where everybody else at, TV Land? Where everybody at in this house? It should be filled. Giving Yahuwah the praise. We had to take the banners off and move all that stuff backwards so we can fill this place up. But everybody's doing their own things. That's what I'm saying. You have to be accounted for that. But tonight we got Minister Fabien speaking tonight on the beginning of the Shabbat. I present everybody to everybody in the house of TV Land, Minister Fabien Wilson. Shalom. Shalom.
Checklist when we come here, Brother King, the glasses.
I got my paper, don't
There you go. Now you got to put this stuff back on Facebook. You get all this stuff too.
Alright, first, all glory to Yah. Pray the lesson go out. That's right.
Hallelujah.
Pray the lesson go out.
Haya Shahaya.
In sincerity and spirit of being a lesson. So, probably start go over some laws first and then get to the lesson. Just to keep it on, keep the law in everybody's mind continuously until they get through it. So I'm gonna go probably a few chapters and get to the lesson. Alright, we're going to start in Numbers. We're going to go Numbers 27, Numbers 30, and Numbers 36. Alright. This is the laws of inheritance. Then came the daughters of Zelophehad, the son of Hepher, the son of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, of the families of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, the son, and these are the names of his daughters: Mela, Noah, and Hogla, and Melchah, and Tirzah. And they stood before Moses, and before Eleazar the priest, and before the princes, and all the congregation by the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, saying, Our fathers died in the wilderness, and he was not in company of them that gathered themselves together against Elohim in the company of Korah, but died in his own sin, and had no sons. Why should the name of our father be done away from among his family? Because he had no son. Give unto us therefore a possession among the brethren of our father. And Moses brought their cause before Elohim. And Elohim spake unto Moses, saying, The daughters of the Zelophehad speak right. Thou shalt surely give them a possession of an inheritance among their father's brethren, and thou shalt cause an inheritance of their father to possess unto them. And thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, If a man die and have no son, and this is another thing, your inheritance, obviously your sons are your heirs if you have sons. So even to this day, if whoever gets it, it's one of the boys. Even to this day.
Natural and spiritual.
Mm-hmm. The daughter, 8. And thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, if a man die and have no sons, then ye shall cause his inheritance to pass unto his daughters. So this is the first women's rights movement. Victory! Victory! You know what I'm saying? In righteousness, though. In righteousness.
I understand it right.
Nothing like this.
I like what you said that. I like that. That's all right.
That's
cool, man. I never thought of it like that. The first woman right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure all the women was joyous. You know what I'm saying?
Man, because she went stood up to Musa saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. She talked to Musa, man.
Mm-hmm. And if he have no daughter, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his brethren. And if he have no brethren, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his father, brethren. And if his father have no brethren, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his kinsmen that is next to him of his family, and he shall possess it, and it shall be unto the children of Israel a statute of judgment, as Elohim commanded Moses. And Elohim said unto Moses, Get thee up into this mountain, Abram, and see the land which I have given unto the children of Israel. And when thou hast seen it, thou also shalt be gathered unto thy people, as Aaron thy brother was gathered. For ye rebelled against me, my commandment, in the desert of Zin, in the strife of the congregation, to sanctify me at the water before their eyes. That is the water of Meribah in Kadesh, in the wilderness of Zin. And Moses spake unto Elohim, saying, Let Elohim, Yah of the spirits of flesh, set a man over the congregation, which may go out before them, and which may go in before them, and which may lead them out, and which may bring them in, that the congregation of Elohim be not as sheep which have no shepherd. So that's another thing, shepherds are needed, you know, even still to this day, to guide because everybody's not a shepherd, so you know what I'm saying, somebody gotta guide the masses of the sheep, you know, or they're gonna be cooked. And I'm not joking. Now we're gonna go to 30. There was a law on inheritance, more so concerning women. 30. Laws concerning vows. And Moses spake unto the heads of the tribes concerning the children of Israel, saying, This is the thing which Elohim hath commanded. If a man vow a vow unto Elohim, or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceeded out of his mouth. So this, you know, going to, you know, be careful what you speak and agree to, because, you know, Most High going to require that, you know, people make bonds all the time and don't. I was just joking.
That's when people say that salvation, that's a bond.
You made a vow to me. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no.
I serve y'all. We do this. I serve
That's
you,
right.
y'all.
You know.
Y'all forgive me my sins. I'll wash my sins. Get washed by the blood of Yeshua. And yeah, that's a vow.
And you got to be sure to pay it as we read on. He shall do according to all that proceeded out of his mouth. That's why when King David put that guy to death, he said, your own mouth condemn you. You know what I'm saying? Your own words, so, you know, it's very important. And it's like in court, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know what to say in court, your own words, you know, got the judgment against you, you know, for you or against you. If a woman also vow a vow unto Elohim, and bind herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth, and her father hear her vow, and her bond wherewith she hath bound her soul, and her father shall hold his peace at her, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand. So, and this is the important, like, you know, this is why women need a husband, need priests, you know what I'm saying, in their house, because to keep you from doing not smart things, you know what I'm saying, not smart things. And after her in verse 5, but if her father disallow her in the day that he heard it, not any of her vows or of her bond wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand, and Elohim forgave her because her father disallowed it. So, you know, that's the power, you know, a woman, something is over a woman. And if nothing's over a woman, Satan's over a woman. So, you know, this is the power, you know what I'm saying, that, so this is the power that, you know, and the importance that fathers and husbands have over, you know, their daughters, their wives, you know what I'm saying, is very important. And this is still to this day, this ain't going nowhere, you know what I'm saying, it's still to this very moment.
Not changed, huh?
Not the only laws that changed was the laws of sacrifice, and that just went to Yahushua. He's your sacrifice. And if she had at all a husband, when she vowed or uttered aught of her lips, wherewith she bound her soul, and her husband heard it, and held his peace at her in the day that he heard it, then her vows shall stand, and her bond wherewith she bound herself shall stand. But if her husband disallow her on the day that he heareth, then he shall make her vow which she vowed, and that which she uttered with her lips, wherewith she bound her soul, of none effect, and Elohim shall forgive her. So it's transfer of power with a woman. She's in her father's house. He's her head. Goes to her husband. He's her head. Transfer of power. And you have authority, but you know. The scripture also say, husbands, love your wives, be not bitter against. So it's ordinance and subsections to deal with that as well. But the last word in the house is the man. Thus saith Yah. But every vow of a widow and of her that is divorced, wherewith they have bound their souls, shall stand against her. So her husband has passed away. You know, she's by herself, and you know, she just like the one woman in the Testament, in the New Testament, she didn't want to get married again. She stayed to herself. You know, she accountable for her own words. And if she vowed in her husband's house, or bound her soul by a vow with an oath, and her husband heard it, and held his peace at her, and disallowed her not, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she bond her soul shall stand. But if her husband hath utterly made them void on the day he heard them, then whatsoever proceeded out of her lips concerning her vows, or concerning the bond of her soul, shall not stand. Her husband hath made them void, and Elohim shall forgive her every vow and every binding oath to afflict the soul. Her husband may establish it, or her husband may make it void. But if her husband altogether hold his peace at her vow today, then he established all her vow. You know, it's like your wife be like, well, I'm going to go on a 40-day fast. You don't say that, well, don't be trying to get intimate. You held your peace, brother. On the
40
day,
days or not none, yo.
you could have just said, you know, well, now we just do 10. Do 10, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You do 2. You know what I'm saying? You vow, you allowed it to go forth without sin.
Yeah. My own
3 days, hey.
Yes, yeah. Come up here,
No.
boy. Boy, heard that prayer, boy. I prayed about you, boy. Yeah. That's that prayer. Look at him pulling up in the doors right there. Come on, sir.
It look like you got off with 3 buses.
Yeah.
I feel like 3 buses ran over me. Oh.
Alright,
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
we're in Numbers chapter 30. We're reading over some laws before we go to the lesson. We're talking about the law of vows.
What book?
Numbers chapter 30, and we're in,
Numbers chapter 30.
we're in verse 15. But if he shall anywise make them void after that he hath heard them, then he shall bear her iniquity. So if your wife says something, or your daughter says something foolish and make a vow, y'all in this together. You in this together, you know, just the 2. But so just the 2 of us, we can make it if we try. That's you right there, you know. That's why if you hear it, if she vows something that's not, you know what I'm saying, well, we gonna bake 100 cakes for the church. I make a vow to make 100 cakes. You know, about cake 40, you like, whoa. You know, it can just be something simple as that, man. You know, 60 more cakes, man, that's burdensome, man. We made a vow. And then, you know, they got the more wickeder side of vows, you know what I'm saying? These, 8:16, these are the statutes which Elohim commanded Moses between a man and his wife, between the father and his daughter, being yet in her youth. And that's a big emphasis, you know, in her youth. You know, once she leaves your house, you know what I'm saying? You know, she's want to go on another covenant. Being yet in her youth in her father's house. So there's the laws about vows concerning that, and you can see how the male vows were very short, and then the rest of the book was just about dealing with women. So, and this is just to promote the authority that men have over women, their daughters and their wives. You know.
That's right.
And this is not talking about some random woman. You know what I'm saying? This,
No, it's talking about your wife.
yeah, wife and your daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Just talking about your house.
So it's very important, you know what I'm saying? And you know, most women will look at this, not me. Not me. Okay, let me see.
21st and 20th century.
Yeah, you know, very few of them, you know, do it. Marriage within the tribes. Well, 36, that's talking further more about female inheritance. Yeah, I guess I was finish up. This further going into more detail about the female inheritance. 36, chapter 36. And the chief fathers of the families of the children of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, of the families of the sons of Joseph came near and spake before Moses and before the priests and the chief fathers of the children of Israel. And they said, Elohim commanded my Lord, my master, to give the land for inheritance by lot to the children of Israel. And my master was commanded by Elohim to give the inheritance of Zelophehad our brother unto his daughters. And if they be married to any of the sons of the other tribes of the children of Israel, then shall their inheritance be taken from the inheritance of our fathers, and shall be put to the inheritance of the tribe whereto they are received. So shall it be taken from the lot of our inheritance. And when the jubilee of the children of Israel shall be, then shall their inheritance be put unto the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they are received. So shall their inheritance be taken away from the inheritance of the tribe of our father. Okay, so it's very inheritance is very important even within the tribes. Each tribe got their own special thing. It's really going to mean a lot in the future.
Question.
Go ahead.
So, what it's saying is, so if they got married to somebody like the other tribe,
Benjamin.
Issachar or something like that, then their inheritance go to Issachar?
When that woman had that inheritance, when she went into the marriage with, from her tribe, it's theirs.
So the Issachar, Gad, or whatever.
Yeah, baby, I married you. You got some land over there too. But after the Jubilee, it has to be returned. But you know what I'm saying? But that's why it was so important, to marry entire your tribe so you can keep the inheritance of that tribe. And they have that tribe, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to have Issachar coming to Judah land. Nah, man, this is me right here, man. 50 years. You know what I'm saying? You know how them 12 tribe brothers can get now. There's a lot of, be fighting all type of stuff, man. Throwing people in ditches and all type of stuff. Now we're going to get to the, how them 12 brothers get down, man. You know how brothers get down today, boy. Shoot, be fighting to death for a bologna sandwich in the house. You know what I'm saying? I ain't lying, boy. Don't let some real money be involved, you know what I'm saying? We going to court, they done spend all the money, boy.
I was the top ball.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Be warned, you know what I'm saying? And then destroy the bunk bed, Nobody's sleeping on the top bunk. Like, God dang, boy. Now we're going to get to the lesson at hand. It's talking about not being rooted in Yah, and the consequences that go with that. We're going to start in Isaiah chapter 40, 18 to 27. Because the Most High won't have it. If you're not rooted in them, you got to go. Isaiah chapter 40, 18 to 27.
I thought you said 14.
Oh, no, 40.
No,
And if I did say it, I meant 40.
no, you said 40, but then you said 14 to 27.
Oh, no, 18 to 27. All right, it's Isaiah chapter 40, 18 to 27. To whom then will ye liken Yah? Or what likeness will ye compare unto him? The workman melted a graven image, and the goldsmith spreaded it over with gold, and casted silver chains. He that is so impoverished that he hath no oblation chosen a tree that will not root. He seeketh, rot. Chooses a tree that will not rot. He seeketh unto him a cunning workman to prepare a graven image, and a graven image that shall not be moved. Have ye not known? Have ye not heard? Have ye not been told ye from the beginning? Have ye not understood from the foundation of the earth? It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants before are as grasshoppers, that stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in, that bringeth the princes to nothing. He maketh the judges of the earth as vanity. Yea, they shall not be planted, yea, they shall not be sown, yea, their stock shall not take root in the earth. And he shall also blow upon them, and they shall wither, and the whirlwind shall take them away as stubble. To whom then will ye liken me, or shall I be equal? Said Elohim. Lift up your eyes on high, and behold, who hath created these things, that bringeth out their host by number? He calleth them all by name, by the greatness of his might, for that he is strong in power, not one faileth. Why sayest thou, O Jacob, and speaketh, O Israel, my way is hid from Elohim, and my judgment is passed over from him? Y'all done forgot about it. Boy, I mean, people really do think this way. It's been some years, you know, life going okay, going good, you know, I got that promotion. You know what I'm saying? Life going good, family life good. I been all great, family great. But man, lurking in the corner, man, is that thing that y'all ain't forget about it. And boy, and y'all patient, boy. Y'all is patient, boy. Man, you forget about it. You know, y'all so patient, man, you forget about it, man. Like, I thought you forgot about that. Hast thou not known? Oh, that was 27. So, yeah. Why sayest thou, O Jacob, and speaketh, O Israel, my way is hid from Elohim, and my judgment is passed over from my Elohim. Now we're going to go to Sirach, chapter 23, 22. Sirach, chapter 23, verses 22 to 27.
Verse 23 on chapter.
Chapter 23, verse 22 to verse 27. Thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband, and bringeth in an heir by another. For first she hath disobeyed the law of the Most High, and secondly she hath trespassed against her own husband, and thirdly she hath played the whore in adultery, and brought children by another man. She shall be brought out into the congregation, and inquisitions shall be made of her children. Her children shall not take root, and her branches shall bring forth no fruit. She shall leave her memory to be cursed, and her reproach shall not be blotted out. And they that remain shall know that there is nothing better than the fear of Elohim, and that there is nothing sweeter than to take heed unto the commandments of Elohim. So, you know, the main part about here is that root. You know what I'm saying? If you're not rooted in Yah, he's not going to let you plant anything around him because it's not clean. Right. So, just like the scriptures say, and her branches will not give forth fruit. You know, that man could be sterile. Sterile. You know, he has no life in his rod. You know what I'm saying? It's the shooting blanks. And the woman's ovaries could be damaged. You know, can't bear children. She'll have sex all day long. You know what I'm saying? Married and all that, but can't get pregnant to save her life. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Most High said no. You know what I'm saying? This ain't taking root. All right. That's y'all saying that. Enoch chapter 10. Enoch chapter 10.
I like that.
6 to 16.
Jump again, please.
This is chapter 10, verses 6 to 16. Alright, this is 6 to 16. And on the day of the great judgment, he shall be cast into the fire, and heal the earth which the angels have corrupted, and proclaim the healing of the earth. That's another side note, just like people, always, kind of going through issues with people, mad at people. Your first issue is with, it's a spiritual battle, you know what I'm saying? They're the one who corrupted, you just live in the effects of it, it's affecting me personally, but you know what I'm saying? Somebody doing you wrong, boy, you ain't no good. I know the devil around here too. I know the devil around here too, boy, you know what I'm saying? You done gave in to the devil, boy. You ain't no good for that. You ain't no good. You need to repent for that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Oh, dang, I'm saying. Yeah, they probably did. Okay. But your main top enemy was the devil there. It wasn't, that person. You know what I'm saying? That's why on Judgment Day, you know what I'm saying, no devils or no demons were getting judged. You know what I'm saying? You can't, you was full of demons. These was your choice to mingle with them. You know what I'm saying? It was your choice. And then things got out of hand. And then they put you in bondage.
That's right.
But that's what happens all the time.
Ain't your own.
That's what happens all the time.
Yeah.
Once they get in with them, and they just continue to let them go, and then you too far gone, and you can't turn around.
That's right. And you still gonna get judged because you let them in. You know what I'm saying? At any point, you could have said, hey, man, I need some help with this. They won't leave. Yahusha, you know what I'm saying? That's why on Judgment Day, these are yours. They just have their job to do to pervert you. You know what I'm saying? And they doing an excellent job. A+. You know what I'm saying? Excellent job. And heal the earth, which the angels have corrupted, and proclaim the healing of the earth, that they may heal the plague, and that all the children of men may not perish through all the secret things that the watchers have disclosed and have taught their sons. You know what I'm saying? And that's why one thing, when you have children, you know what I'm saying, you rear your children up right, and you let them go out in the world, and they come back with some stuff. You're like, where you learn that from? Jessica from school. You know what I'm saying? You like, and that's the same thing here.
Oh, not in this house.
Yeah, the watchers came down. Girl, miss a little cumin with this, a little fire right here. Take a little bit of that dragon blood. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Poof. And Adam like, where you learn that from? Oh, Ariel, you know what I'm saying? Jasbiel, all them. And 7, and the whole earth hath been corrupted through the works that were taught by Azaliah to him ascribed all sin. And to Gabriel said unto Elohim, proceed against the bastards and reprobates, and bastards and reprobates, and against the children of fornication, and destroy the children of fornication and the children of the watchers from amongst them, and cause them to go forth. But everybody, I ain't never heard nobody. Most times I hear anything about Ariel, everybody talking about happy, peaceful thoughts. Oh, Ariel. I mean, Gabriel, the archangel, the messenger angel. Yeah, he sent y'all a message right here. Kill the bastards.
Yeah.
Right there.
That's right. Yeah.
That's why people be getting this, this weird view of Yah and Yahusha. When it's like, man, he forgive, but he also say he gonna walk in the blood of the wicked. I mean, let's put this, let's make it well-rounded here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's what they want to believe because
I
they
know.
don't want to believe that he's hard. They just want to believe he's
all soft
and soft, and he gonna forgive you everything. But if you don't take his word as his face value, you gonna have to suffer the consequences.
Just like we just read in Sirach when it says, and they will know that it is nothing better than to fear Elohim. It is nothing better, to fear Elohim. All right. Verse 9: send them one against the other, that they may destroy each other in battle. For length of days shall they not have, and no request that they their fathers make of these shall be granted unto their fathers on their behalf, for they have hope to live an eternal life, and that each one of them will live 500 years. This is 16. And Elohim said unto Michael, Go, bind Shajaza and his associates, who have united themselves with women, so as to have defiled themselves with them in all their uncleanness. And when their sons have slain one another, and they have seen the destruction of their beloved ones. See what happens when you're not rooted in Yah and you try to root in something else, you know what I'm saying? You can't create, you know what I'm saying, that something's out of Yah. Yah ain't gonna have it, man. You know what I'm saying? He has what is going to be created and replenished. You come and try to create something outside of that, he's gonna destroy it. Bind them fast for 70 generations in the valley of the earth, until the day of their judgment and of their consumption, until the judgment that is forever and ever is consumed. In those days they shall be led off by the abyss of fire, and to the torment and the prison, in which they shall be confounded forever. And whosoever shall be condemned and destroyed will from thenceforth be bound together with them to the end of all generations. Talking about sinners, in the human sinners, and destroy all the spirits of the reprobate and the children of the watchers, because they have wronged mankind. Destroy all evil from the face of the earth, and let every evil work come to an end, and let the plant of righteousness and the truth appear. That's going to be planted, righteousness and truth. And it shall prove a blessing. It shall prove a blessing. The work of righteousness and truth shall be planted in truth and joy forevermore. So, you know what I'm saying, just like the angel's children here, they went into women, they started to try to take root of an unnatural matter, and the Most High said, nope, I'm destroying it. Just like the woman in Sirach, when she did what she did, her children was going to be empty branches, nope, not fruitful branches. Now we're going to go to Luke chapter 3, 6 to 10. And I hope this is the right one. Luke chapter 3, 16. If it's not the right one, go to the next one. Luke chapter 3, verse 6 to 10. And he came into all the country about Jordan, preaching baptism and all the fresh. Nah, that's not it. Just go to Matthew 13, 18 to 23. I think I wrote that down wrong.